Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, check this out. I came out to the beach and it was sunny, but look, it's just fog. Fog has rolled in and it's blocking the sun. This is the weirdest thing I have seen in a while. So I brought the SplashDrone 4 right here out with me because I'm going to plunk it in the water. And well, this is the only time I have this week. So yeah, I'm going to plunk it in the water out in the fog. You might not see too much, but I'll try to get really close to it so you can see it. I'll keep it close to shore so I can see it and everything else. I can't shoot it far out because I won't even see the drone, so I've got to keep it near. Sorry about that. Also, if you have not seen my video of the SplashDrone 4, the unboxing, what comes in the box, go watch that. It's linked below. I've also done a video on some of the camera features and flying it in the rain. That is linked below. I've also done a video on launching stuff from the bottom. There is a quick release system underneath it, and that video is linked below. But in today's video, in the foggy video, we are going to go out and drop it in the water. So here we go. Now you will notice down here, hopefully this camera picks it up, I have the antennas pointing straight up. That's what you have to do if you want to use it in water. So having them point straight up is the opposite of having them point straight down into the water. So that way you'll get reception back to your controller. You can also see out in the foggy water area here that there's some ripples, wind happening. So the SplashDrone 4 won't sit exactly flat in the water. It will bounce around, move around. And that's pretty good because that's pretty much realistic. All right, let's start up the motors. Let's take it on up. There we go. There's our SplashDrone ready to go. So here I am, and if you look down, there's my super white legs so I could walk in the water. And yeah, look, there's even fog behind me. You can't see too far. If I took this drone way up, like, I don't know, a few hundred feet, it would go beyond the fog. I might try that later. But for now, let's slowly yaw it around and head on out into the water. All right, so here we go. So it's got a lot of wind power to lift that weight. As you can see, it's blowing down into the water down there. It's pretty cool. So let me bring it over to my GoPros so we can see what's happening. So I'll bring it over there. It's in the center of the GoPros, so they should get it when it lands. So let's drop it into the water. I'll go down slow this time. There we go. I'll go down slow this time. There we go. So if I pull this left joystick down, it's going to stop the motors. Watch. I'll stop the motors and it's just going to float there. Now the camera underneath it is not seeing much that I could see on my display, but I can move it from left to right as I'm doing here, and I can look down so you can see some sun. There we go. So I can look to the left and there's a leg, and I can move it to the right. So if we were looking at fishies, I could see that right now. We're just flopping around in the water, and I can have it look down at the water below. There's the beach sand. It's just flop, 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 flop. So let me just bring the camera back up to the front. Let me give you something good to look at. There's my foot. There it is, right there. Look at the size of that toe. All right. All right, so our drone's out there. If I want to start it up again, it's just plop it in the water, pull these in, and we are going to go, and then take it up really fast so the props don't hit the water. There we are. And the camera is designed that if you look down, let me just go like this. If I look down, so I'm going to bring the camera looking down, a lot of the droplets of water should fall off it. And then if I bring it back forward, if I was flying through the air, it would dry off a lot of the water. And there I am there. So let's try a few other features. And I love this feature where I could just leave the drone there and move the camera like this, left to right, and look around at certain things. I don't have to yaw the drone. It's pretty good for that. So a lot of people flying this drone, you won't be so kind and gently land it in the water. You'll do this. You ready? This is a hard landing. There we go. And you can see it's just sputtering in the water, but it's designed for that. You can smash it into the water if you want. It's not a problem. And again, just pull these in and I can take off again. No problem there. So now you're wondering, hey, what if I put this in the water and it flips over upside down? Will it flip back over? Well, apparently it's supposed to, so let me try that. Let me just land it in the water. There we go, landed. I'm gonna hold the left joystick down so the motor stop, and I'm gonna do one of these things. So let's say it's flopping around in the water and all of a sudden a big wave hits it, and will it work? Oh, I don't know if it's deep enough here. Let me go deeper in the water here. I have to come backwards. I'll make sure I don't step on anything. All right, now I'm getting pretty deep. Hopefully these GoPros can pick me up still. I'll go over here. All right, so my hat cam should see it. So all of a sudden, whoa, we hit a big wave. We're upside down. Now what do? Our drone we can't take off. We just pull the joysticks in and it should flip. Here we go, and there we go. Here we go, and there we go. We are good, and we can take off again. I'll just spin it sideways so we can take off. So that's what you do when you're out in deep water. Let's go up. There you are. So with this drone, you never have to worry about losing it in the ocean or the water. It will just, you just flip it and you get it back as you need to use it. Let's bring it over here. Plop it down. Now there is a special boat mode on this thing. Let me just get over here. I don't know if it'll work because the boat mode requires calm water, or it requires, if it's bouncy water, you need the foam, little foam feeties on it, which I'll show you a picture of what they look like here. They're like little foam inserts, flotation devices. So on here I have boat mode. Let me see, can I find it? I'm gonna hold that down. And I should be in boat mode now. So if I try to move it forward. So now you notice with boat mode, it hovers off the water about an inch so that it can actually drive like a boat. But you need the flotation device to drive it on. So you can see on the camera underneath, I'm just driving it around. So without the flotation device, it could smash into the bottom of the sand. So it just keeps on going in the direction you left it. So it will just keep traveling that direction. So let's turn it off. There we go, let's stop that. Right, start her up again. All right, so you can see we have a boat mode, we have a flip over mode, we have a land in the water mode, and you can do a lot of cool things. There is also an extension for this that causes the camera to be lower so that you can go in deep water and film deep underwater. I don't have that extension, but I have something that's almost as cool. Let me show you. All right, see if I can squeeze in here. So what I have is I have a GoPro 7 on the end of a cable right here that I'm going to dangle from the bottom of this on the quick release mechanism. I'm not going to launch it, but this way I can come down to the water and drop this into the water and see deeper into the water farther out. So let's try that. All right, so let's hit the payload button over here. Get that in. There we go. All right, we're losing our sun. The sun has gone behind the fog. The fog is really thick, so I can't go out as far as I want. But you can see I have the little GoPro hanging from the bottom. Watch this. Let's go up. Go up in the air. And it's going to pull up the GoPro. So that GoPro should be filming me right now. There we go. And there's the drone up in the air. So let's just take it forward. I was hoping the fog would be gone so I could take this farther out and show you the GoPro in the water, but I could only dip it a little bit, but here we go. All right, it's kind of dark too, and the wind is picking up. All right, so let me go down and I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, you get the hint. Put the GoPro in the water, and the GoPro, if that was deep water, well, you could go right down and go really deep, or you could just drag it along the water from above like this. There we go. So you can see what the GoPro looks like when I'm doing that. So if we were someplace in Hawaii, clear waters, ocean waters, you could get some pretty cool footage. You might see fishies and everything else if you put a super long cord on or whatever. Here, let me just bring it back this way. Bring it over here. Dragging the GoPro. It probably is, it's looking up, so there we go. It's not seeing everything. But if I take it out, let me go farther out. Go out there, it's deeper over here. I should be able to put it down and the GoPro shouldn't touch the bottom over there. There we go. Let's take it back up. And bring it back to me. Do you want to see what a GoPro looks like falling from the sky? Let's bring it over to me, closer to the water here. Okay, there's my GoPro. I'll drop it in the water. Here we go. Bye. There she goes. Make sure I remember where that is. There's my GoPro. I'll drop it in the water. Here we go. Bye. All right, our drone is there. Got the fog here. Look at it, it's just a disaster. I'm going to see if I can take this up maybe a few hundred feet and see if I can get it above the fog. The camera's probably still wet with water, but we'll see what the image looks like. So here we go. Let me just take it down the beach a bit. All right, let's take it up. Let's see if we can get over the fog. So you can't see anything. I'm at 50 meters, 55 meters. So I'm at 115 meters, and can you see anything? Let's see. Oh, it looks like some blue sky over there. It looks like I'm at my limit. I've got the height limit set at 120 meters because that's what it is in Canada, so I can't go any higher. But look you can see I'm just at the tip of the fog. If I could just go higher, we could see higher. I'm just gonna rotate it here and see if the fog breaks in any other direction. Ooh, that's dark getting that way. I don't know what the heck's there. Flying forward, I can see through the fog just slightly. There we are. So the drone is quite a distance away from me now, and we can see blue skies, but I can't go any higher because of the limitations in Canada. All right, I'm gonna bring it back to me. So when you want your drone to come back to you, you just hit return to home because you can't really see it with all this fog, so I'm gonna hit return to home. And it should come back to me. Let me look at the map and I'll just see it coming back. I can see that my drone is way out over the water and I can see the arrow, so I just point the arrow back to me. It always comes back to the location of this here controller, so I can hear it above me. It's way the heck up there. Here it comes. And there's our drone right above me coming down. So no matter where I'm standing with this controller is where the drone will return to. Okay, here we go. Now what I'm going to do is take control of it before it hits the beach sand because I don't want any beach sand in the motors. And there we go. So there you have it, the SplashDrone 4 in the water, what it can do, boat mode, flip over mode, camera mode, all sorts of things. So it's pretty cool. Now, if I had an area where it was crystal clear waters, the underwater video would look amazing. And like I said, you drop a camera down in the water even farther, or you get the extension to go deeper into the water, and you can have some pretty cool footage. This drone is made for people who fish, people who boat, or people who are in search and rescue, or for people like me who want to fly in every environment conceivable. So in the wintertime, you'll see me flying this drone, as well as, you know, poor weather like a blizzard or whatever. It will fly because it can fly in wind and everything else. All right, I'm going to put links below to where you can find the SplashDrone 4. They are below this video. Also, the links to all the previous videos I made about the SplashDrone 4 showing different features are below this video. Go check them out. Hey, so if you enjoyed this video of me out in the water with my super white legs on a cold day, it's kind of cold, that's why I got the sweatshirt on, please give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for more videos of all types of drones and RC products on this channel being reviewed in a really fun and cool way. Till the next video, take care.